Welcome, everybody. I'm Joe from the Game House. Today we'll be doing a Los Angeles Chargers 2025 NFL mock draft. The Chargers are on the clock in our 2025 NFL mock draft series here at the Game House. We'll be doing a mock draft for every NFL team once before free agency and then once after free agency. Before we get to the 2025 NFL draft, we'll be using the NFL mock draft database simulator because I like the way it matches big boards from across the internet to make their own big board. And we'll also be rejecting all trades for this mock draft. So the Los Angeles Chargers are up for us, make the playoffs last year, Jim Harbaugh's first year. There's going to be some changes here. We don't know if Joey Bosa is going to be there, if he's going to be a cap casualty, Khalil Mack. We have a lot of things to figure out here. Um, this is a weird opportunity here to get Tyler Warren. He's fallen in a couple mock drafts, but we'll take it. Getting another weapon for this offense could be really huge. Tight end is a point of weakness right now, but Tyler Warren's very versatile. I think Jim Harbaugh, having familiarity with him from his time at Michigan, even though Tyler Warren wasn't this productive as he was this past year, I think will be really good for him. And I think really provides Justin Herbert with another offensive weapon and probably better than some of the wide receivers you could get as well. So picking number 55 gives us another opportunity to get a playmaker for this offense. They wants to take quarterback. We could take interior offensive line as well. But I think one thing this team could benefit from is a game-changing running back. I'm going to go Marion Hampton, the running back out of North Carolina. He is a bigger running back, but he has good top end speed. If they can just get him to keep on running over defenders instead of trying to elude them, I think he can be a very good player in this offense. J.K. Dobbins could come back, but I think Omarion Hampton raises the level of this offense a little bit. It'd be nice to get a wide receiver, even though we did get Tyler Warren, but there doesn't seem like it's going to be in the cards for us. With the next pick, we will go. Let's go Omar Norman Lott, the defensive lineman out of Tennessee, to help the defensive line depth. He's the guy who I think could start for the Chargers in year one. But I think it's a good value pick here. We'll see how that comes after we watch the combine and everything else, how everyone has their final boards. But I think he's a good value there. With this next pick, again, I would love to get an edge. So yeah, we'll go Ashton Gelati, the edge out of Louisville, a bigger edge rusher, but you just don't know what's going to come back from last year's team. Let's make sure that that's shored up by getting an edge rusher like Ashton Gelati. Again, would like to get another wide receiver for this room just to compete, even if it's not someone we're expecting to start right away. We'll see who maybe falls here. Yeah, we'll take Kyron, or no, we'll take Pat Bryant out of Illinois. A bigger receiver, but does have some good speed down the field. I think he can be a little bit different of a receiver from Lab McConkey and Quentin Johnston. So a guy who I think could compete. I don't think he'll ever, I don't think he'll eventually win a starting job out of camp, but good to have on the roster nonetheless. Next pick, let's go Luke Kandra, the interior offensive lineman out of Cincinnati. They have seemingly boosted them up this big board. I guess collectively, the internet has boosted them up the big board over these past couple of years, or past couple of weeks. He is a good interior offensive lineman out of Cincinnati who started his career at Louisville, and I think could be a guy who ends up being a starter at the next level. With the next pick, let's go Mello Dotson, the corner out of Kansas. Him and Kobe Bryant had created a great corner duo at Kansas last year and just get some depth at the corner spot there. And we'll keep on sprinkling in different positions here as we go along, probably. It wants us to take something different, but I'm going to go Jack Kaiser, the linebacker out of Notre Dame at pick 201. I think he's a guy who can at least play special teams for you, if not develop into a starting linebacker down the road. We'll go Jalen Rivers, the offensive tackle out of Miami, as the next pick, a guy who I think could develop as well. And then with the last pick here, there's a lot of different options. We'll go Tyler Shuck, the quarterback out of Louisville. Yes, you already have Justin Herbert. Getting a backup is not a bad thing. And he is a guy who a lot of people think is going to go much, much higher than this. I don't really see it that much, but if you're going to give him to me at pick 220, I will take it. With the last pick for the Chargers, the pick 253, probably going to be a position we've already taken because we've had so many picks so far. But let's see what else we can find here. Let's go Craig Woodson, the safety out of California. Let's just change it up and get a different position here at the end of the draft, a guy who could probably play special teams for you. So at pick number 22, we had Tyler Warren drop to us. We had to take him. I know it might not be the most realistic thing, but tight ends do fall. We saw Brock Bowers fall last year, so there is a possibility he falls, and then he could be a perfect fit for this Chargers offense. We have Omarion Hampton, the running back out of North Carolina, to give a more every down back to him to make sure that, J.K. Dobbins stays healthy. You have a good running back in this offense all year long. Omar Norman Lott, the defensive lineman out of Tennessee. Ashton Gelati, the bigger edge rusher out of Louisville. And then we have Pat Bryant, the wide receiver out of Illinois. Luke Kandra, the interior offensive lineman out of Cincinnati. Melo Dotson, the corner out of Kansas. Jack Kaiser, the linebacker out of Notre Dame. Jalen Rivers, the offensive tackle out of Miami. Kyle Shuck, the quarterback out of Louisville. And Craig Woodson, the safety out of California. That is the mock draft. Let me know what you think of this mock draft down in the comments below. We'll be doing more NFL mock drafts before we get to the 2025 NFL draft. For now, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.